was way too loud.
Good night. Welcome back to Tactical Chilli Gaming. How are you, Charlie, tonight?
I'm stunned by the very loud music you just played, my friend.
Yeah, well, you wanted music. I put you music.
Just
I
turn it.
really don't know how to manage the volume yet. I need to do some tests because I thought that the volume will only go to the feed live, not to coming back to us. But apparently, it goes everywhere.
No, it's all right. We'll work it out. It's something new. Something new we're trying for the year.
Yes, may the music will probably may change. Will depend. But
Uh,
we are back. We are here.
episode
So
2 of 2025.
episode 2, 2025, correct. Um, it is. It's been a little bit. We started later than we expected, but a lot of things had happened. I guess we have a lot of new things, and we are trying to kind of improve what we did last year. Um, so yeah, that's been a little bit of a journey, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we just thinking back on some of the content we ran last year, covering some of the Team New Zealand players and their journey in 40k, covering a lot of the events, starting our own events. I mean, it's been a very busy, you know, what's it now? We started it sort of around this time last year, so 12 months. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary. Was our first event last year in May, Pato?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cutting out a
Yes,
bit.
was in May. Our
How's your
last
internet?
year, our first event. It was a GT. No, that was a singles. Sorry,
I think your internet's cutting out a bit, mate.
I am cutting out.
Yeah, there's a bit of delay on there.
Yeah, no, no. I was going to ask you: Is was that a singles
It was a singles. It was because we
RTT?
used. Was it an RTT? What was our first event?
I think our first event was not the cook off. Our first event was in around
Chili
April.
Wars, wasn't it? It was Chili Wars.
Chili Wars. Yeah, that's the one. Our first AI generated, and we did the trophies was the Reaper, the Ghost Chili, the habanero, sweet capsicum was for the base board.
And look
Yeah,
how
yeah, it
far we've
was.
come. We've got actual trophies now.
Yes, it's still AI because that is the way to go. But yes, we have come way far, I guess, man.
It's been a good year in reflection. So for people listening, the whole episode is not going to be us reflecting. There is some content
No,
that we want
no,
to
no,
go
no.
over, but just taking a step back. I mean, it's been a very busy start to the year. Last episode, we really wanted to focus in on War Pause, the first major teams event in New Zealand, um, and how that went. So I guess this is us taking a little bit of a step back, taking a breather, and just reflecting on how we've done as Tactical Chile in the first year, and what we want to do in the next 12 months.
Yes, and what we have been doing in the during the break because we were not just doing nothing during the break. We were trying to work. Not a, well, you were doing nothing. You were just traveling.
Whoa. I was spending family time, okay?
Quality family time. Yes, true. Um, that is true. We spend a lot of we spend some time or trying to organize some of our events, some calendars, so there is more organized, and trying to find a home, a place where we can run most of our big events. We are testing that, so we will see how it goes. But we have been also playing a lot. There's been a lot of tournaments in these couple of months. Well, last episode was about World Wars and the teams event. How how many teams was that? 16. And in the last couple of weeks, we have been playing a couple of events ourselves too.
Yeah,
Some
so
rolling dice.
March is always a busy event month. Typically there'll be something on every single weekend, and there's usually quite a few 2 day events as well. War Pause at the start of March. We played Over the Top in Hamilton. Was it
Yes,
3 weeks ago now? 2 weeks ago,
two
and
weeks ago, I think,
2 weeks
over the
ago,
top.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then last weekend was this Sunday just passed was the Hobby Master Prometheus,
Prometheus. Yeah, run by
Prometheum.
Hobby Master Stewart is the organizer there.
Yeah,
So both two very good events. OTT is a very well established event every single year in Hamilton, run by Hamilton Immortals. Yeah, this year they were running this. They moved from the Cozy Club. If you guys have been there, they no longer in the Cozy Club. They are now in Glenview Club. Is the name, Charlie?
yeah, Glenview Club. Yeah, it was very
Yeah,
unfortunate.
very very.
Cozy Club was it closed down, didn't it?
Yeah, they stop trading. They have some money issues, which is very unfortunate. Um, but yes, um, yeah, but the Glenview Club for what they have now is very very nice. Uh, big you know big place. A bar on site, which is always good. Same as the Cozy Club. Yeah, very spacious. Like very very nice.
We just is that fishy?
Yeah, that's fishy.
It's, we can
Sounds
ignore that.
sounds like a fishy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was very very cool. You were running what everybody calls the most broken um, detachment in the game.
I don't know about that. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about. It's just it was a fluffy list. Don't worry about it.
it's a yeah fluffy orc list that you run. Just nothing. Not very competitive. What I understand, Charlie.
No, not at all. It was just for fun.
Not at all. Okay, just for fun. Well, you are a very casual player, so I guess yeah. Josh is
Oh,
saying
I
OT.
guess. Oh, what's just say?
Josh says OTT was just Charlie's warm-up event to kick off his training wheels for his last win, Dhaka boys.
It. I guess in a way it was.
I don't know what it
When I
was.
when I saw the detachment get released, I went, "This sounds amazing," because I have played Shooty Orcs in the past, like end of 8th edition, I think it was. I remember taking a orc bike list to Ascension, which was up in Fungale, one of the Kraken Lads games events, where it was you have 2 games of 1,000 points, 2 games of 1,500 points, and then a 2 games of 2,000 points. That was a really good time. And I remember back then you could run the bike units in nine man bike units, and it was something ridiculous like 144 shots per bike squad within 18 inches or something, because they get the extra daka daka rule. Um, and then if you played Bad Moons, you had a CP to let them daka at max range. So that was really really cool. That's kind of when I fell in love with some of the orc. Let's just roll buckets of dice and hit on fives, see what happens. So yeah, I kind of played the Daka Daka list for a bit. You had the tank busters already built and painted from
Yes,
Warpors from when Chris played Tactical.
painted.
Um, painted. Thanks, Ryan. We love you.
Say
Uh,
thanks, Ryan and Kieran and Jacob and
painting
all the
till
lads.
1 a.m. on the day of the tournament. It's great.
Yes,
Um, but yeah, so I think I managed to, between you, Frankie, and me, kit bashing together a whole bunch of looters. We managed to get a list together for Daka Daka just to see, just how bad it is. Um, and of course, me being me, I went in with 0 reps.
Yes, classic Charlie. Paint and no play. Before the
And yeah,
tournament,
it
of
was.
course.
And I'd done a bit of reading on what some of the tricks are, what people do with Zodgrod and things like that. But yeah, it was a really fun time. I didn't win, I didn't podium, so it can't be that broken, right? So what did
Yes,
what did
but
you run to
then
OTT?
I ran Necrons, Awaken. A very was my first iteration, I guess. Kind of second iteration. I did actually had 0 reps with the detachment. I have played Necrons in the last couple of months, but I had 0 reps with Awaken, just theory and bad ideas. Thank you, Michael, for that. And he told me, "Oh, just play. Try something different. Don't use the DDAs, and just go something else." I was talking with you and Jonty about that, and Jonty was like, "What the heck he's talking about? Why you're playing without DDAs? Is he playing without Predators? His Space Marines?" I was like, "Jonty is just testing." So I just took the TDAs and tested with destroyers. Thank you, Charlie, for the destroyers. I owe you a couple of them. Um, and yeah, it was a very fun list, very interesting. I love the fact of you just, oh, you shoot me, I reanimate. The reanimator is there. I bring back a bunch of models. You don't kill me. You kill the character, he comes back, and it's like, yeah, that is really, really annoying. And yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if my opponents enjoy it. I think not. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Uh,
So
yeah, I
that
think that
was my,
that was a really
yeah.
interesting list, and we ended up playing each other, which was fantastic.
We play, yes, we play at the, what was that? The last game?
The last round, yeah, round five.
The last round, yes. So we played last round, and we had, oh, I think it was a very good and interesting game, man.
Do we want to bring up OTT and just go through some of our games?
We can do that. We have Stuart says it's Prometheum was the name of the event. It was based on Alien Prometheus movie. Then
That makes sense.
that's the Stuart always does a set of events based on some themes, and over the year or during the year, all the events apparently are related. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stuart, about that. But it's really really fun. I have a couple of trophies down there from the some of
Yeah,
those events.
I'm looking at mine as well. I've got the Mad Mork Dakar Road one. So there's been an orc theme. I know there's been an aliens theme. This is a
Yeah, and
continuation of the
there's
Advent theme, right?
Chaos one, Heretics. Heretics was another one.
I missed those ones. Yeah.
You did not. Yeah, that was last year. I think you did not play any of those.
Uh, when's the
Yeah,
Imperial ones coming?
maybe I was already. Stuart, when is the Imperial coming? That's what we want to know. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Stuart
OTT.
loves Ultramarines. How come there isn't like a
I don't know.
first place
Uh,
Gulliman, second place Calgar, third place I don't know Cato Sicarius?
that sounds
That would be pretty cool.
just bollocks, man. Just sounds like bollocks. But yes, we have a very yeah, it was very fun, very interesting OTT, and then we went for that Prometheum was also very fun. I you run again the same detachment.
I I did. So after OTT, I I put together some findings for myself and how I wanted to play. I mean, I knew a nerf was on the horizon anyway. Like they are not going to let Mordeka stay in its current form, but I just don't know how sweeping the changes will be. without them over nerfing the entire orcs faction too much. Because it's not just a sustain two in shooting; it's a combination of a lot of little things that lay together that make the detachment just function very very well. At least from my testing and my playing. So what I did was I kept the core. So the core, you're looking at 3 units of tank busters, 3 units of looters. That forms most of your firepower. I started with 2 units of 5 flash kits, because they can fit into a truck with tank busters and the shock attack gun mech, which is quite nice. So what I did was I picked up a third unit of flash kits, a second unit of storm boys to do secondaries. I dropped a 10-man grot unit, sticking with just a very lean 10-man and a 20-man for Zodgrod. And then I also dropped the Beast Boss and the Beast Snagger boys. So I dropped all of the combat elements, dedicated combat elements, and just went full shooting. Picked up a fifth truck, which actually ended up being a very, very good choice. Because the trucks kind of combined with the Watun gets all your shooting units to where they need to be. Uh, yeah, and then I took the new list to Prometheum and had a lot of fun.
Yep, that list actually went quite well. We talk about this when we drive back from Hamilton to Auckland. You were already thinking on what is going to be the changes, um, and that was very interesting to see it in put in place. The game that I because I have the game against you in the OTT, and then I think was in the first round of Prometheum. I went against another orc with also Daka, more Daka, uh, but the list here was built different. Um, Only one track, Gasku with the Meganobs, and what's the name of the other one? The big track,
The Battle Wagon.
Battle Wagon. Yes.
Yeah.
So and he had a couple of other units there, but I guess he tried to balance the melee and the shooty, so he did not have that shooting output that your list has. So I managed to he couldn't kill the units completely, so I just keep regen and keep holding my objectives, and whatever there is a unit if you cannot kill it, they come back and stay there, and so on. It was very interesting to see a different build up of your list. uh, but yeah, if you go like you just shooty with three of each of the most broken shooting very cheap units, it is overkill. Um, and that's the I think it's been your problem, Charlie. Find the models for playing this. You have been struggling. The problems of the first world. We don't suffer of we have food, we have water, we have clean energy and all that shit, and healthcare. What we don't have is flash kits, or we don't
Yeah,
have.
this flash kits, I couldn't find looters.
Oh, Lutas. Yeah, that's our the big problem.
Yeah, yeah,
Lutas.
looters were surprisingly hard to find. And I
You
checked
ended
all
up
of the newer
converting a
tribes.
bunch.
Yeah, so I made 15 of my own looters. They're quite cool. They're just bits box, the weapons bits box. I pulled arms off 15 boys and just stuck Necron weapons, Tower weapons, Seeker missiles on las cannons, all sorts of stuff. What's really cool is a lot of the weaponry is actually exactly the same length as a looter, and once you stick one on each side, it's the same width. So from a competitive tournament standpoint, they're exactly the same size as a normal looter.
Nice. Yes, I give you a couple of beats there from my very old beat box.
Yes, yes, you
Um,
you you enabled me to do the double assault cannon and the double heavy bolter boys. It's really really cool.
those beats travel from they I got them way ages ago. I will say 15 years ago. So they travel from Chile to here to end up in your Lutas. That is amazing. Um,
Brother, I don't even know if they were made from plastic because my plastic glue didn't work on them. I had to find super glue to get them glued on. it would not melt. So I don't know what you
I
guys make in Chile, but
don't know, man. That's the third world country. We probably had made from lead and some other toxic metals. But hey, nobody cares. South America. So yeah. Stewart says that correct current ones are jumping between Alien, which is tyrannic Xenos, and Predator movies, which are heretic events. And
yes, makes
then
sense.
he goes, we'll need to find a movie franchise that fits with the Imperium. He has contemplated, oh fuck yeah, he has contemplated Twilights for the Blood Angels. Please,
Movie
please do.
franchise that goes with the Imperium. What's that new movie series on Netflix? That just
Starship Trooper. No,
oh
stop.
wow, yeah.
Stewart, Starship Trooper, Imperial Guard needs. That's where you need to go. Nothing else. That's it, Stewart. You have it. That's the secret salsa. Spicy. Um, Ronin is saying, what about Blade? Ronin, what about you kind of play better with your CK? No, no,
Rough.
no. That's a joke, my brother. Sorry. And Tate wants the interview to Ezra. Um, yes, we will have Ezra at some point. Um, we were going to do an interview, but we thought after our 5 man live, you know, episode last week, Charlie and I decided to go something more simple, just the two of us trying to make this work and see if this is the format that we will go in the future. Um, I'd like to go live, and I was pushing Charlie to do this. And last year we didn't feel comfortable enough to do it, but now here we are. The main reason was because we don't edit our videos; we just posted the same way that we recorded. So that's the main reason. But yes, OTT and Hobby Master events, the Prometheum was really good. Um, and I really enjoy them. I'm really enjoying playing Necrons. I had a huge collection of Necrons that were unpainted, and now I have found a lot of passion to paint them, and I actually enjoyed playing the Necrons. Awakened specifically, I play Canoptic Core, didn't vibe with it, but yeah,
Just get better, bro.
yeah, 100%. That's what I need to do. Get better. That's for
No, I think Awakened
um,
Canoptic Court. When I played Canoptic Court, it was pre when they legended a lot of units, and I think Canoptic
yes,
Court with the Archanthrite specifically, it solved quite a few problems for the list and made the list work, made Immortals work a lot better. In its current form, Canoptic Court probably isn't as good as Awakened for the things you want it to do. Like 18 Wraith is still
yes,
really tough to get through, but your output has actually dropped quite a bit.
yes. That's the problem. I guess. Let me charge my phone. Give me 1 second. Otherwise, I will not be able to do my Duolingo after. Um,
No big
oh,
deal.
Josh says Judge Dredd for Imperium, and
Yeah, that's pretty
running
good.
and running apparently got a little bit offended with my comment.
Wait, no, Ronan didn't play last weekend, did he?
No,
No.
no, it was Luke. Who's the other one?
Logan came last
Logan.
weekend. Yeah,
Luke, Logan,
David.
and David. Yes. Um,
Apparently, I am too quiet and you're too loud.
well, that's always, but it is too notorious the difference. Please
Oh,
let us know.
is this better?
Oh, 100% better.
Okay. Well, every time I put the microphone next to my mouth, someone says it's too loud or there's echoes, so I put it away and.
No, no, you're all good. It's
So
not you, the echo. I think it's the system, but I already,
no, I think it's
yeah,
Chris Voss.
it's Chris Voss. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Um, yeah, Ronnie didn't manage to be there. He's crying now. But don't worry, Ronnie. You probably were going to end up playing Charlie again and losing again against him. So, what's the point?
That's rough. Ronan, if you want, I'm happy to play you with Mordaka anytime.
Now, Ronnie, that is bait. Now, Ronnie,
Current rules.
it's bait. 100% bait. Oh,
Oh,
Jonty, we are too loud. Reduce the volume to 0. Thank you,
Dante, go
Jonty.
back
We
to
all feel
bed.
about you.
Go back to bed.
Now, Jonty came from Thailand. You cannot say that. It's very diverse. Jonty has a boob job, and now it's Jontina. So, okay,
I feel like we're
careful
getting
with that.
banned after this episode, but okay.
100%, 100%. Just give me call my beer.
Uh,
Now
no,
we love you.
so OTT, I think it was Isra on Custodes that took first place.
Yes, is from
Really cool result.
Custodes.
Isra's first tournament as well. Hopefully, we'll
That
see
is
him
true.
do really well in more events this year. Now that he can play 2-day events, which is fantastic to see. We've been trying to get him into the tournament scene for a little while.
Yep.
Um, who came
He
second,
he
Pato?
played
Do you have the
Lions.
results? Or
Yes,
do you
I'm
want to bring
trying
up the
to bring
results and
that.
we'll quickly talk through?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
so he
you
played the new Lions detachment from Custodes and had a lot of teeth, had a lot of interesting tricks. I think what's Tate saying? Screw Tate. Um,
not.
the +1 to wound on the detachment rules makes the shooting actually really, really good. So his strength 4, strength 5, kind of like the grenade launchers and the spears shooting into my orcs with +1 to wound, actually did quite a bit of damage, I would say. Like in that matchup, anything he charged just dies anyway. But I probably wasn't
Yes,
quite expecting to lose so much in shooting.
that is yes. I play against him after you play against him, and actually the amount of shooting that he can put out, it is quite interesting. He also had the two big tanks that in our game that was not that relevant because they should be 50-50 kill one rate. It was like, well, I'll bring it back in regardless. But yeah, still was very interesting.
Nah, man,
Give me
they were relevant. They were 4 points for Bring It Down.
oh, for me, yes, 100%. Give me 1 second. Bringing this. Oh,
Oh,
guys, okay.
Porky's posted in the chat. Josh was second at OTT. God, I completely forgot about that. Sorry, Josh. Luke came third.
Yes, and Mike
Wait, is
fourth.
that Chris?
What,
Porkenstone. Is
Chris?
that Chris?
Yes, Chris
Oh,
Hamilton.
I didn't realize it was Chris. Hey,
Yes,
Chris.
Chris. It's been here all.
Oh, can you hear me, Pato?
Oh, sorry.
Can you hear me?
I yes, I can hear you. It was me. I was mute because yeah.
Oh
I,
God, I
I
thought it
was
was me.
no. I was doing some stuff in the background. Here we have the podium. Ezra with the Custodes, Josh with the midgets. Look at
Just look at
Joshy.
Josh's score.
Yeah, almost there, almost there. Was he was trying? See, thank you guys. Yeah, they were saying they realized that I was on mute, Charlie, and
I
you
thought my
couldn't.
headset cut out, and I reset it. Thanks, bro.
No, it was me. I was trying to not make. I was not sure if I was going to interrupt with the audio when I did the change. So Luke with the Astra Militarium, he has been playing Astra for the last couple of events. Mike Perry is coming here with the World Eaters. He was playing the new detachment, I think. Yes.
Open his list and have a look. I know Luke was playing Hammer of the Emperor. He's been sticking with Hammer for a while. And after the guard nerfs of the bounce update, looks like Hammer's still a very viable list to play, which is really cool to
Yes,
see.
he was. He was playing Vessel of the War or the Worth.
Yeah. So the Grotmus detachment.
Yes, Krogman detachment. That's what he was playing. And then Charlie fifth here. Good scores. We have, you can see the some scores were low. Not Josh is a different build up. Don't take Josh
Josh
on
takes life seriously.
yeah. Josh goes hard, but he just need an hour apparently for score 100. It's kind of, we have a theory. We believe that Josh goes and stand up beside his opponent, hit him in the face, score 100, and go to the bar to drink. But we could be wrong. We have not played against him in this event. Uh, but you can see some of the scorings are a little bit low on the wins, like 58, 43. You have a couple of low score too, but I think that is the time and a little bit of rusty on the
Round one
um,
for me was, I mean, we took it slow. I mean, I was new to the game, to the detachment as well,
to the
and just
game.
not to the game. I am new to 40k. But round three was because supply drop. When you have two good players on supply drop, you just primary deny the shit out of each other, and it usually becomes quite a low scoring game.
Yes, that's true. Um, Ashley took again the Imperial agents for a spin. He lost two games, but you can see that he scored high in every single one of them. Um,
Hey, did you just skip Tim and Ronan?
no, I was just mentioning that. I was going to come back here, but it's Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight is running.
No, but
Nah,
now we know
Team
who's the
and
best Chaos Knights, right?
yes. Well, technically, this is the result between them. They play against each other, round two, and they have
That drew, yeah.
a drew 68-68, which is hilarious. Um, yeah, very good event. A lot of people. We have how many? 30 was at the end?
Yeah.
30 plus. 30 plus. Yeah. 40 plus. Pretty much the same. Who counts? You know? Yeah, it's nobody. I'm not going to where I am. I'm very bottom here. Yeah, got the fourth thing here. I got a beautiful prize that's called the Memorial Charlie Camp Memorial, or AKA shit the bed. So that means that you won your first three games and then you lose the last two on the same day. So yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Charlie.
That award was called Pride Before the Fall, and it's been a long-running established OTT prize. So for anyone that goes undefeated day one and then loses both games day two, um, I remember hearing about that award, thinking it was really cool. And I used, my first couple of years, I used to laugh at James Waddle because he would go undefeated day one and play me in round four, and I'd beat him. And I say he was always in the running for that. But so I won two OTTs years ago, and then in the third year, I talked to Chris and I said, "Look, Chris, I'm going to come and win it again for the hat trick. I want the triple trophy." Um,
The Triple
and yeah,
Crown.
I lost badly to you, to Ryan, and to Jacob. I didn't even go positive in year three.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then Chris, even though I wasn't undefeated day one, Chris just decided this needs to be the Charlie Kang Award going forward, just with the amount of confidence I guess I had coming into the event, which was hilarious.
Yeah, and
So
that's
little bit of a
how
story behind that, yeah.
yes, and that's how I got it this year. And the fun part, the worst part was like I was playing my last game against you, and Chris was coming to me, Pato, are you losing? Can you lose? So you get the shit the beat award. It's like, wait, oh, this is well,
It's very
we knew
inspiring.
that. Very, very inspiring. But it was very fun. That's the cool thing with OTT, and and now we provide some the terrain for the event, so full WTC tables, and you can see is you have a mix there of more competitive players and some of the casual from the local scene, which is very good.
I think
Oh,
Jonty can just go back on holiday. Eh? He's just
yeah, if you can win with more DACA, you can win. Oh, it's the same. You could have said the same with League of X's. If you cannot win with X's, you can't win. But I think League of X's
I
was
still think it
way
takes more skill
bro.
than Hypercrypt, bro.
Oh, 100%. Like we are not even going in that direction. Like Hypercrypt players when they was OP, yeah, easy peasy. So yeah, cool event. Really happy to go back to
What was your favorite
Hamilton.
game? What was your favorite game of OTT weekend? Why don't you talk about that?
Um, so I played the mirror match with Amy. She is not new, but she is not very competitive, or she's not going to many events. I quite enjoyed the game because it was very more relaxed of the other ones. All my other games was my nothing wrong. I play against Team Hall was a very fun game, very interesting, and a very close game also. Play against Ezra was another very close game, very intense game with him. I play you, which is kind of like just a laugh, bro. Like we were playing to try to see if I could beat you again, um, but didn't happen. And my first game was I can't remember the first round, bro. Who I played the first round? Sorry. Oh, Dan Fox. Yeah, I play against him. Another very cool game. I will say Amy. I will give my that to Amy because was the mirror match, um, and was the first time I play against her, and was a very relaxed and very cool game. We talk a lot of shit during the whole game, and
Wait, was
she
it
had.
we talked a
Uh,
lot of shit or you talked a lot of shit?
Oh no, we I will include this. I will include Amy on this one, and she had a nice what's the canoptic the big spider oh
Doomstalker? No,
Doomstalker. Thank you.
Doomstalker.
Yes, with waifu on the top, city on the top of the cannon. That was amazing. Fishy was in love of that. Fishy was coming around to my table to look the waifu and go back and go back. And it's like Fishy, yes, go. It's boobs, has boobs. Cool, go. It's like
Fishy's just sad he didn't think about it first.
pretty much. So yeah, it was very cool. Um, what it is, your video was super nice. We are definitely going doing more events there. Yep, that is was very good, Chris. I think that was a good move for you guys. I know the Cozy Club was very welcome. Welcome you very lots and was very good during all that time. We are sad that that ended, but the Glenview Club was really good. What? How did you place at War Master, Charlie? What is a War Master?
That's the
I don't
singles
think that
event.
John T. I don't think that John T play. I know that Johnny Larson play. Johnny Larson? No. So I don't know what he's talking about. Um, Sorry, Jonty.
For people that don't know, War Masters is the singles event, 5 round singles event, just before the teams event starts at the World Team Champs. So a bit of a warm up tournament before the main tournament, and usually there starts out with about 500 users. 500 people, coaches, players, people that just go and join. It's an open event. Um, by the end of it, they pick the top 4 for a Shadow Round playoff. And our very own Johnny Larson there missed out by something like 6 battle points, placing 5th, and of course taking best Xenos from the event. See, John T, I'm a good person. I'll talk you up.
Yeah, Johnny is it's undefeated in Europe.
Yeah, I went 3-2. Let's just go with that.
That is all good, brother. You
Although
same
my
same as before. You grab an army, painted. Did not play. Went to over there and play over there.
To be fair, I did win 2 games before just getting completely thrashed by Alexander Sacco, who is the T-Suns player for Team France that year. Yeah, that I don't know what that game was, but it wasn't 40k that I know.
Yeah. You got a interesting 40k game, something from another planet. So let's give a. I have, if you want, I have Prometheum up.
Oh yeah,
This is a little bit of us, pop, you know, um, giving us their pumps in the back. But yeah, Prometheum, Charlie. Now with your new list, new iteration, went for the 3 wins. A little bit disappointed was not 100, but not everybody can do the big Josh.
mate. So I played. Okay, um, we'll go through this. So I went into this. I had 5 reps. Um, up until list submission, they haven't nerfed Daka yet, and I went, okay, I'm just gonna give this another whirl. I changed maybe 200 points off the list to just things I wanted more. I talked about it before. Went into this. Built 5 new flash kits, borrowed another truck, and yeah, scored 100 against Chad round 1. CSM with 3 wound bodies, 2 wound bodies. Um, just couldn't really stand up to the amount of 3 damage and 2 damage I have, and managed to get some pretty good secondaries as well. Managed to score those early. So I think the game with Chad probably took about 3 turns, and CSMs don't have the durability to survive the onslaught of Daka. However, game 2 against Stefan Bedford, Mr. Vanguard Nids himself,
Yes.
I wanted to score 100, but it was A, the ritual, and 2, he Shadow of the Warp me turn 2 in my command phase, and I failed almost every single battle shot. I think I passed 2, and they were like 2 trucks. And I had 30 Gene Stealers in my face in my DZ. So he managed to take 13 points off me, and he very happily told me that afterwards. That he managed to deny me points.
All those points. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was interesting as well, because just the amount of looters in this game were critical. Just the amount of 2 damage going to the Gene Stealers. I did manage to pick up all 30 Gene Stealers in a turn. Von Ryans mostly died in Overwatch, I think. So 2 units of Von Ryans came out, died to 2 consecutive rounds of Overwatch. The funniest thing, and one of my favorite moments of the event, was Stefan got the roll off to deploy first. So he screened me out the middle, but he only had a 3-man unit of Von Ryans. So I managed to get my commando sort of on the other side, turn it more into like a because I think this was Crucible, and I turned it more into like a hammer and anvil type, with my commandos on the left hand
Yep.
side, top left. I won the roll off to go first. He had put his Death Leaper on the center objective, so I walked over, bomb squigged for 2 wounds, and he was on 5 left. Um, and I said, look, I'm just going to do a drive-by casual grenade, and then I'm going to go charge the exocrine with the commandos. And I said, look, best case scenario is I roll 5 4-ups on the grenade and just kill Death Leaper turn 1, because he's very, very annoying. Um, rolled 5 4-ups and grenades against Death Leaper, and he just died turn 1, doing nothing. Which was, so we just kind of both sat there looking at the dice, go, well, I guess this is how the game's going to go. But yeah, no, it was a
That
very interesting game. I wasn't sure what I would have done if he had won the roll off to go first. I believe I had screened out most of the charges on where I deployed most of my units, but there were a couple of trucks that he definitely could have hit. Then again, he didn't really have multiple activations, which is good into, transports. So I think,
yeah,
yeah, he would have popped the trucks, absolutely. I would have jumped out and then just picked up the Gene Stealers anyway.
whatever is coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stefan says proud. Was more important to take off points from you than gain more points from me. Definitely, it
Uh,
is.
that's how that game went. And then round 3, I
Yes,
played our very own Frankie on Shadow Legions, which is also another
Shadow
new
Legion.
detachment that's very, very strong. I think Frankie's list though wasn't really optimized for something like a volume shooting army where I don't really have any one big important thing for him to really engage with his Bloodthirster in his big units, whereas he's got 2 Bloodthirsters, Be'lakor, and not much else apart from that.
Yeah,
So once I
it's
killed
not a
those
monster.
3 models, yeah, the game was pretty much over. I think the best part is I managed to turn 1 get Zodgrod into his Havocs in the Ruin in his DZ, and killed 3 of them with Grots and Zodgrod, and tagged them in combat so he couldn't uppy downy. Um,
Classic.
and and then when I killed, I think it must have been Be'lakor or something else that could explode. He exploded and then killed the rest of the Havocs himself in the turn when
Whoa.
I had no prisoners, which was hilarious.
Okay, that sounds like
Yeah,
very.
yeah.
Yeah. You guys pre-ordering the tactical rock, says Chris.
What tactical rock?
What tactical rock, bro?
I don't know.
Maybe there's something I'm missing on this line.
Chris, explain what tactical rock.
Yes, please. Now I will. Yeah, I need to know.
Yeah. All right. How about you, Hada?
Um,
You went undefeated as well.
yes, I had first round, as I mentioned before, was tactical. Sorry, orcs with more Daka, with a more balance, I guess, between melee and shooty configuration, uh, which in that format, I'm more able to blunt the units and manage to keep scoring points. Was the retroll the first one, so was very easy for me. I did not pretty much turn 1. I did not move anything except for Emotep to go outside of my deployment zone and score me uh, containment, and my flay ones that they were already outside of my deployment zone behind a ruin score me the other, and that was pretty much my turn 1. Did nothing. I create my objective, and yeah, turn 1 of him, he couldn't do anything. Uh, those flame ones ended up next turn surviving a round of shooting, uh, bring back 3, so full health the unit. They move and charge the glitches that they were the grots that they were holding his created objective, and yeah, with the twin linked, I killed them all and managed to outscore him. It was a very interesting game. It was very fun. Um, but again, I think that needed more DACA. That army needed more Daka.
I think the trick is in the detachment name. Just as
Okay,
much Daka as you can fit.
100%. Um, by the way, that I actually scored 89 points on that round. I was keeping myself with the 10 points for painting for the battle ready on round one and round two. But who cares, eh? Um,
You care because you've
round
told me about 16 times.
Yeah, but I needed to tell everybody else. You know how it is. Round two, I play against Joshua with Aldari. He was playing Aspect Host with more fluffy list. I would say in this case because he had the Avatar and a Sermon, Jainsa, Fuigan, Lycas. I think that's and an Autark. That's it. And then five of each aspect warriors, a couple of vehicles, wave serpents there, two wave serpents I think, and war walker. So was more of a fluffy list and didn't have damage output to deal with the list. So I pretty much hold all the time my objectives and score secondaries with no problem. I
What's
actually
in?
that was 100 for me.
Nah. If you don't
Can you
give
guess?
yourself the points, you don't get the
No, no,
points.
no. What I'm saying, yeah, what I'm saying, I max scored there, um, and yeah, deny a lot of point of George because yeah, it was nothing that he could do in that case.
Just what was interesting is at OTT we had 2 rounds of supply drop. Um, so that was
Yes,
something fun to build around. And then at Promethean we had 2 rounds of the ritual, which was also very
yes,
interesting. Yeah.
yes, and this was the secondary ritual, I think. Yes,
Yeah, round 1 and 2 were ritual, right?
yeah,
Round 3 was taken hold. Yeah.
correct, correct. And then my last game was against Luke with Hammer, the Astra Militarium, and was a very close game. Was very tight, um, and he was efficiently killing my stuff, but not fast enough to not allow me to score points. I got a couple of good secondaries here and there, and but I managed to kill at some point. I think it was then 4 or 5 when I managed to kill a Royal Dawn and I think what was that, a Royal Dawn, one of the flamers, the big flamer tanks.
Hellhound.
Hellhounds. Yeah, I called the second Hellhound. So he only got one Royal Dawn that was engaged in combat with Xeras. Xeras did not care at all. And in the point was Xeras plus a couple of Obsidians. So I had a lot of OC. And in the other side, I moved all my destroyers and was he had a Lemon Rust. So I would see him. I was like, well, cool, taken hold. I have pretty much everything. I took his home objective with my rights that day started on the right side of the table, went all the way up to his deployment zone and entered to his home objective and took it at the end. So um, yeah, I think the tanks did they had a lot of damage, but the field of pains and I will say that I rolled an unholy number of 4 ups. So that also helped me. Yeah, so that was my round three. It was very good with Luke. A fun game to be honest, and very intense. Um, Luke couldn't have taken that if I had a couple of bad rolls here and there, uh, and he managed to fully kill. He actually killed one unit of reds. I'm going to give him that. He was very happy with that because he said that one of the few times that he managed to kill a full brick.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And we've got Mark Buddle in third place with Blood Angels,
Yes.
undefeated as well. So this was a 28-person event, 3 rounds. So we were going to end up with more than one undefeated.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it
So
ended
yeah.
up on 28. Yep, with a drop.
Yeah, it was going to be 30. There was two drops on the day before, and ended up on 28. Um, yes, 28. Yeah, then we have on the fourth place team. Again, a team with a very close loss in the first game.
That was with
Um,
Mark, I believe. So they played round one with
yes,
a 1 point
yes,
difference. Yeah,
they 1 point difference. Team was sorry, team was very gutted about that. And then yeah, Luke with the Astra Militarium and Liam with another Awaken. Stefan here um, with your loss was the one that threw him away. He actually scored a part of that handy
yeah.
doing the
Stefan's
draws.
very pretty experienced team player now as well. Very good at scoring hundreds and pushing differentials. Yeah.
100%. Matt Everett with the Case Space Marines. I think he was playing.
Is it
Um,
a creation of bio list or?
I think so. Was Biles? I think so.
Yeah.
Chad, that was
Chad
your round one.
was a bio list. Yep.
Yeah, same as only one loss was against you, and then yeah, Michael,
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Sorry, Mitchell. I think I don't know Mitchell. I've never played against him. There was a bunch of lads over there that I had never played against them, which very cool to see. A lot of new faces over there. It was very cool.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah,
This
Frankie, another ones that you managed to hit in the head.
so
Um,
yeah, after the
Anthony,
playing sorry.
yeah,
I was gonna say,
was
yeah, if you look at my opponent's points from Sunday, round one Chad on 29, round two Stefan on 40, and round three Frankie on 20, 26, 25, 26. What I found with the army is it just does too many things too well. And look, you've got the shooting power. Cool. That can be nerfed. Fine. If you drop sustain 2 to sustain 1. I was mathing it out afterwards, and I actually replayed a few of the key shooting activations that I had over the weekend. It's the difference between killing 14 possessed in terms of the output and 10. You know, if you drop from sustain 2 to sustain 1. Losing 16% damage doesn't really matter when you're overkilling things by 20% most of the time anyway. The hardest thing to kill I found was Be'lakor, just with the stealth and the high toughness and the 4-up and run. And even then, I killed it with 2 units of tank busters, shooting everything in. And even if that was sustained once, I think I still get him anyway, because I overkilled him with a second unit. And that's kind of the risk with orcs as well, because most of your stuff hits on 5s and 6s. Tank busters against monsters are slightly better, but it's very casino-y when you're doing something like sustain 2. So look, there was a world where I just picked up the Be'lakor with 1 unit and the other unit lined up on a Bloodthirster that it could have shot at, but it did take both units to kill it. I don't think there was a single activation that would have changed if the detachment just got changed to sustained 1. So it's going to take a lot more than that, which is what I'm worried about as well. Because if you change looters, if you change tank busters, if you change flash kits, for example, then that's going to affect tactical. Might not affect warhorde as much unless they change the points of trucks as well.
yeah,
What they get in the war, things like that. So yeah, curious to see, because the rumor is, I think we're going to get some emergency nerfs very soon for Mordeka. Curious to see what that's going to look like, what form it's going to take. If they don't do enough, I think Mordeka is still a very valid detachment to play. A lot of the power actually comes from, back to the scoring of my opponents, the primary denial. So the primary denial is insane in this army. You just have so much stuff coming out especially in the war. The war turn is very important because the assault and war turn lets you position things for follow-up turns just so well, and the trucks give you a lot of movement and mobility in that list as well. And the Zodgrod unit, the best use case is, if you don't gel, you don't necessarily have to gel. It's hilarious
Yeah.
gelling someone with 20 grots and 22 grots in Zodgrod. But if you don't gel, like for example against Stefan, I remember in turn 3, I had already called the War in turn 2 to deal with the Gene Stealers. Turn 3, Zodgrod was in my deployment zone, in my ruin, in my deployment zone, and then I 1CP put them into the War, advanced them out, hit a big advance, got a bit lucky, made a 6 or 7 inch charge into gargoyles that were just outside Stefan's deployment zone, holding 2 objectives, and I just gave him a 0 turn of primary. The utility, the speed, and the 45 OC dump that you can do with that unit, and the durability of it, right? Because I had a lot of opponents that just couldn't deal with them because my last one to wound on 23 models with a 5-up invuln in the war is surprisingly hard to deal with, and people always underestimate how much you need to put into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was one round at OTT actually against James Pipler where I did try to gel a little bit. So turn 1 I ran the entire unit out. I tagged something like 3 armigers and a crusader, survived all of the combat for maybe 2 more turns.
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
shooting as well. So yeah, it's definitely an obnoxious unit to run, and I fully expect the points for that one to go up.
Especially if you can put it on for one CP on the WA.
Yeah, yeah. But even then, if you change that, like let's say the strat doesn't exist, I think Zodgrod is still an absolutely fantastic unit in that particular detachment, because when it comes out is the same turn everything else comes out. Are you going to try and deal with 20 grots taking your primary, or do you
Yeah.
deal with the tank busters, the looters, the flash gets, like everything else that's kind of in your face and ready for a second turn?
Yeah, you don't have enough to kill them
Yeah,
all at the same time.
yeah, yeah. So
Well, that's one of the things that you were talking about, that you found out that the war turn is not your goal turn. Normally, it's after the
yeah,
turn
yeah,
after that.
yeah. So I use the WA actually to pick off maybe 2 to 3 things that's been exposed, and basically use it to position myself, give my opponents lots of things to deal with, and then in the follow-up turn, now they've exposed most of their juicy, critical elements of the army, and then I pick it up with the second wave. So you can put 2 units, 3 units of something out first, whether it's looters, tank busters. You alternate depending on what you're trying to deal with, and you save the good stuff for a little bit later. Um, and the change to having a 5th truck meant I could embark and mechanize my entire army. So I kept 1 unit of looters in strat reserve coming in, picking up angles like I did against you, Pardo, coming in
Yeah.
from your board edge and shooting off your entire Lich Guard unit with Imotech off the objective. And then you blaming me for not reminding you I have a unit in reserve. um,
Now, what was about the I was blaming you about, you did not tell me that you reroll on objective, so I couldn't have killed the
100%,
ones on objective.
100% told you that.
I
um,
know, just giving you shit for free.
I know. Yeah, shit's free. Um, but yeah, just having the 5th truck meant I had all of the looters that were on the table in trucks, all of the tank busters in trucks, and all of the flash kits in trucks, which made the list just way more streamlined
Why?
than what I had at OTT. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Was way more killy that list than before. Give me 1 second. I'm going to open one. It's very hot in my garage. I'm going to open the door. Give me 1 second.
All right. So Tate's watching this in the shower. Not sure how I feel about that, but it is good to know you shower. Thanks, Tate. Where's the string for that? Chris, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. I mean, Tate, do you want to? You feel free to link your OnlyFans page in the comments. I'm sure lots of people will support you.
In the shower right now. Okay. I think yeah, Tate. I know that you are needing money to move to Australia, but we don't actually want that kind of publicity on the channel. Ban him. Yeah. Anthony also mentioned that Mark's Sanguinor was beautiful painted. I think was the second one most voted. Anthony won the best painted with his Dante, but that was also bloody hell
Oh yes,
with no metal. That was looking bloody good.
yeah, there was some quality painted miniatures at the event. So Hobby Master doesn't do best painted across the entire army, it's which is very cool. It's a very different way of doing it. They do a single miniature that you put up that you feel like is your best painted miniature, and then everyone votes against that miniature. So very well done to
Yeah,
Anthony.
and it's with no names, so it's just a number. So you vote for the number, so you don't know. Well, if you know, you know what I'm saying. I like the one called Necron. Yes, fishes, because you don't paint your Necrons. That's why. But yes, that was. But well, we have those events, and what else is coming, Charlie?
Well, at the start of this stream, we talked about some of the work we've been doing over the holiday break. From end of last year to now, you spent quite a bit of time scouting out new venues and locations for us that we can base future events out of. Recognizing that we love Spellbound, and we're very thankful for Tom letting us use the space and working with him on starting up Tactical Chilli events and running very community driven, very fun events out of the shop. But in order to grow,
Yes,
we have been looking for larger venues that fit our purposes, right? So I think in one of our previous videos, we talked about running an event, especially a large one, the teams event, when we're talking 60, 80 people, parking is very important, a
yes,
comfortable venue, ventilation, and close to amenities, takeaways, celiac approved cafes, Tate.
yeah. With
Uh,
lot of carrots for them.
yeah, because apparently he doesn't play well unless he gets his gluten-free food. Um,
Yeah.
and that was the only reason he lost to me at Lakes of Blood.
Weak generations, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah, plan in the generations. Um, and then, if there's a bar, awesome. That's one of the most common requests, if we can have a venue that's got a bar. So we've actually found a place. It's the rugby club over at Lloyd Elsmore, so the local Pakuranga Rugby Club. Um,
Correct.
and yeah, we are planning our events around the off seasons where they're not playing, they're not using the clubhouse, so they're happy to rent us the space. It was a 200 square meter room that we've got this time, Pardo, something like
Yeah,
that.
it's around 200 and something. It's 200 and plus. Leave it like that.
All right.
200 plus.
So we went and we measured it out. It can comfortably fit 40 tables. So we've got our teams event coming up end of May, 24th, 25th, 5-man teams. Hopefully get to the 16 team cap. Um, Testing out the venue for the first time. Hopefully it'll be a stable venue for us going forward. Um, yeah, it fits all of the criteria, which is really, really cool. And
Yes,
yes, there is a bar on site, which is great.
there is a bar on site. It's that's something that the community actually really like.
And it's 3 minutes drive from a KFC, so I'm happy.
Yeah, it's KFC, it's McDonald's, Burger King, a lot
Carl's,
of
Carl's
pizza places.
Jr. There's a
Yeah,
sushi place. There's a few cafes. Yeah, it's quite close to a lot of the shops around Highland Park. So if you've been to our event, which was held at the Little Theatre, um, the Spice Must Flow GT, It's just a little bit down the road from that venue. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So yeah, we are looking for 16 teams this time.
And I think we've got
Sorry,
something like 5 tickets left, Pato.
I think so. That's around that. 5 or 6. 5 or 6 ticket left. I think.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's going to be on the 24th, 25th of May. That's still almost 2 months away, but it is yeah, lot of also a bunch of teams are bringing 2 teams at this time. I guess they are preparing the numbers for ANCTC, the 8-man event.
NZTC, not ANZTC. You're going to
Oh,
play
sorry,
ANZTC.
NCTC. Sorry, yes. Yeah, Roosters, for example, they have 2 teams in there. Um, there was what's the name of the guys, the teams from um, Games Lab. 2 teams from Games Lab. So yeah, interesting. We have good numbers, and I have seen some names that for me are new at least, or I have not seen it in a Teams event for a while. So it's very, very, very cool. Um, the other thing that we are going to, I know that people from our last team event, they love all the uh, you know, goodies that we gave away, or was part of the teams and the subscription. Um, and we are going to try to do the same. For example, for the ones that I have not seen, we have lanyards for last team event with the name, and on the back, oh sorry, it's there. On the back, you have the event, the missions, the time, and we had the pins last time. So we made pins for each team, and then the idea was if you won your game, you claim the pin from your opponent, and so on. So that was very, very cool. Um, we are going to try to do similar things for this event. The lane jars 100% are back, Charlie.
Yes, the layouts will be back. Whether they will have the missions printed on the back will depend on when GW actually sells us the new mission pack. One thing we are trying to do is, if we have the time, we will adopt a new mission pack. Um, if it launches before our event, as best we can.
Correct.
Similar to what we did last year, when Pariah Nexus came out, we managed to make 20 or so decks of the mission pack
The,
before. Yeah,
yes,
so
they are
we could
somewhere
use it
there.
on the launch day. Yeah. So
Yes.
no, we'll try our hardest to make that happen. Again, it depends on GW's release timeline, whether we actually have access to them.
Yeah, so last year event was called the Great Chili Cook-Off.
Yes, it was a
This
singles
year
event. Yeah.
we there was a single 2 days, and this year we changed we upgrade the name, and it's the Grand Chili Cook-Off because it's a teams. So
Yes.
we are looking to something similar to what happened last year. Um, there is going to be other things in there. We have some other, I guess, detail what we did last time around pairings. We have some other interesting things that you want to introduce, um, like the mystery box.
Yeah, we're
There's
thinking,
a
since this is a cook-off, we're going to do for our spot prizes, we're going to do a bit of a mystery box system. Still working on how that's going to functionally work, but yeah, we'll sort of have a cooking pot with mystery prizes. You don't know what you're going to get, but it's going to be something fun and cool and 40k related.
yes, was going to be fun and cool, 40k related. We are looking to maybe So last time we did the pins, which was very cool. The pins, everybody loved that system. We want to do something similar for this time. So we may do some objective markers for the teams in the same spirit. You start with 5 objective markers for your 5 rounds, and the idea is that you keep them all until up to the end of the event, or you can trade them. We will find something that is cool to do. So there's a couple of things that we are trying to bring to this teams event. So make it more interesting, and also the value of your ticket gets some extra things on that. So yeah, we are working on it. That's why we wanted to first have the location so we can take out that out of our plate, and then we can plan in advance to do all the cool stuff that we want to do.
Yep. We're also busy upgrading our terrain for the event as well. Um, hopefully get so we will have to increase it by about 10 tables or so this time, right? Yeah, we'll have some fresh terrain for everyone to play on, and what a great way to start using some of the new WTC terrain layouts.
Yeah, that is interesting. We yeah, for that event, 100% we are going to be using the new WTC terrains layout. So that means that we need to upgrade with the new pieces of terrain. There is a couple of terrain sets that had extra crates. So I think it's
Yeah.
8 crates instead of 4. So that is something that we will need to be working on it. So yeah, we are working hard for that to happen, and hopefully we get those 16 teams, 4 pods, same as you have seen before, and yeah, trying to also, oh, there is another thing that we can mention, Charlie.
Okay.
Same as the last event, the Immortal Chili. We are going to be live streaming some games. This time we have an upgrade of that, don't we?
Ah, yes, we are flying in a renowned social
YouTuber.
media sensation to do
Yeah,
our live stream commentary. Would you like to
correct. We
introduce
are,
him?
yes, 100%. We are flying out from the far south of the South Island, Dunedin more specifically. The man, the myth, the legend, Chris Voss from Odyssey 40K. So Chris is coming to this teams event not to play in with us in Chile Cartel. He is coming for just streaming and comment the table that is going to be on the stream. Now Tate sadly is not the Who Master, as just regular Joe Chris Voss. Sorry for that. Uh,
The Seal Watcher.
the sea was that is hilarious. So yes, we are going to have the streaming table, which if this format what we are planning to do, we are and we keep doing our events in the same venue. Uh, the plan is to every single of our tournaments that are done that are made in this venue are all has a stream table. So that's the plan.
It's a
Tate
good plan.
says that
It's a lot to do.
he is fine. Um, Tate says that is fine if it's Chris Voss. Still
I mean,
disappointed.
Tate, feel free to fly back to New Zealand to stream. You guys could, you know, both commentate, I guess.
Well, is he going to be Wellington or he is going to be in Australia?
Who
That's
knows?
the big question.
He might even be playing, right? Benchwarmers.
Yeah, he may be playing
Maybe.
the bench
Who
warmers.
knows?
Unless
Guess we'll find
they
out.
already find a replacement for him.
Or come TO because I need to find a TO for day 2.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah, double book there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
that's
may have forgotten about a wedding that I need to go to where I'm a groomsman, so that's all good.
small detail, bro. Small
Yeah.
detail. So yeah, we are going to be um, running that team event. We if OnlyFans makes enough money as it did. Yeah, I
Well,
think it's a big market for celiac white boys in OnlyFans. So you should be fine, brother. Don't worry. Bread with nuts. That's well, sorry, with nuts or without nuts, whatever.
I think he can eat
Whatever
nuts.
flow your boat. He wants the bread with nuts, I think.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's
Um,
not talk
anyway,
about that anymore.
yes. So yeah, that's it. Streaming. Um, we are going now in April. In a couple of weeks, we are going to ANCTC. Um, Somehow I managed to drag you to this, and you are going to be covering the event
Yep.
media.
So yeah, if we manage to get our stream table set up for the Australia New Zealand Team Championships end of April, I think it's Anzac weekend. I will be covering the New Zealand teams, both New Zealand North and New Zealand South, and we'll have a table set up to stream, and I will be commentating and covering those games. So stay tuned. We're very hoping we can make this happen for everyone.
Yes, that will be. We are going to keep posted on that. So in our Facebook page, more information will come. Hey, Chris says that if I'm not playing, I could probably TO for the day. There you have.
Nah, we want you playing, Chris. You gotta bring Stronghammer again. Lead them to
Drumhammer
victory.
50k.
Yeah.
The captain.
Shall we? Let's do a bit of a review of upcoming events. Paolo, do you want to just bring up the Linktree page?
Oh yes. Let me load that. Give me 1 second. Link tree. Where is my link tree? Do I have the link tree? Link tree?
You should.
No, I should.
It's
That's
the link
fine.
on our Facebook page.
I know. Yeah, but I'm in a different browser here. Uh, Give me 1 second. Facebook. In the meantime, just entertain the people.
Entertain the people. Um, Orcs are great.
Wow.
I have to say, playing Orcs, one of the funniest things is you go up to your opponent, you explain your army, you shake hands, and one of the things they always ask is, "Are you going to be really loud when you declare the war?"
Yes,
Without fail,
that's
every opponent will be like, "So how are you going to do the war?" It's just yeah. I think there's a certain expectation of people playing
of
Orcs now.
screaming.
Yeah,
Okay, I am
I did a
back.
very sophisticated war, so I did not scream.
Ah, what was your war?
It was more like wah.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not that cool. How
Tate
do orcs
asked,
match up into the
yeah.
Custodes player? You go.
Tate,
Sorry, I'm going to
I've
cut.
already explained to this when I took you out for dinner and had our mandate. I don't think I need to dive into the details with you again. Yeah, John T, every event we have at least one person that screams out the war. I have also done that personally as well at one of the previous War Pause or NZTCs, the one where I ran 120 boys and 30 commandos. I may have been slightly inebriated, and Alex Cameron, the first time I played Alex Cameron, he went, "You can't play orcs without screaming the war." Oh, Ezra's here as well. Hey, Ezra.
I am not new to Custodes. Now we know that you are not new to Custodes. You are new to to the game now. Now what we were saying that you do not play a lot of tournaments. So I think was, if I'm wrong, you can correct us if we are wrong. I thought that was your first 2-dayer event. That's what the myth says. Now I have the tree link here. Give me one
Link
second.
tree.
Yeah, the that stuff here.
The budget homepage that we have because we can't build a proper website.
No, I have the what's the name? I have the site, the name. I just need to build the page. So hold on,
I think this is
hold you.
fine. Yeah. So for anyone that hasn't seen the Tactical Chilli link tree, this is where I update links to Facebook event posts or BCP events for upcoming events that I've seen, with a message of the day that changes occasionally. So Prometheum is the one we just finished. The next event upcoming is Escalation in Rotorua. I believe that's a 1-day where you're playing increasing amounts of points for your armies, so 1,000 points, 1,500 points, and then 2,000 points. Should be a really cool one. Unfortunately, I can't make that one. And then in Christchurch, we've got a 3-man teams event across 2 days. Should be really cool. And then I started populating some of the other game types like Mordheim and Horus Heresy for people interested. I know Hobby Master runs a lot of those events, which is really cool to see. And
Yep.
we've got our Grand Chili Cook-Off, 24th, 25th of May. And then we've got the tickets go on sale 7 p.m. Friday this week, everyone. The New Zealand Team Championships 2025, which is June 21st, 22nd.
Yes, tickets are 10 hard cap. So people, you need to get your tickets as soon as possible. Sort it out your affairs before Friday.
Yeah.
What says Chris?
That's your job, Hato. You're the one that needs to
That's
buy
my
the
job.
ticket for
Yes,
us.
of course. Yeah, that's
If we
my
buy all 10
Charlie.
tickets, do we just win?
We could. That's a way to do it.
It's pay to win, different level.
So what if we buy all of them and then we scalp them?
No,
We
no.
buy all the tickets and then we
Let's not
go.
go there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We can put it in the trading, New Zealand trading. Um, Chris
We'll sell
Voss
it to
says
Rafi.
Charlie does. Yeah, sell it to Rafi. Charlie does the Mr. Bond method. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's more sophisticated. Hit like everyone watching, hit like and make sure you subscribe. Thank you, Chris. We fucking always we sucks to say that, and we always remember at the end. Uh,
This is why he's the social media sensation.
yeah, I think we need to work more closely with him and his techniques. Um, Battle of the Bay. Is
It's
there
an
also?
AOS event, so there's a couple of AOS events coming up as well.
I
Which is
think
really
what
cool.
we are missing, you will need to double check. There is one also
Oh yes,
coming.
the Wellington singles event
There,
that came out. I haven't managed to update that yet. So that is, I believe, in the first weekend of June. It's a singles event run by Properly Cocked, back at the brewery. I believe it's already sold out though. So
yeah, they have a waiting list, I think,
yeah.
running. But there is another one that is for ValleyCon 2025, 26th of April.
Oh,
Uh,
missed that one. Do you want to send it to me and I'll pop it in?
yeah, I just found out that one. There is the Cancer Society. There is two tournaments, singles event and double event for Cancer Society. There is a fundraising on May 17. in Whangarei for the team's WTC team going up.
Yes, Hayden's one. Yep, I'll put those up.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I thought there is one from Mike. Uh, maybe I'm wrong.
There's Stuart just reminded me. There's another Hobby Master 40k single day event on the 15th of June.
Oh
We'll put
yes,
that up there. Yep.
that is the continuation of Prometheum. So this is Sinus Covenant. That is here. Yep, 15th of June, and we have. I think there is one in Mike, the other Mike Stewart. Um,
The non-evil twin one. Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Is
think there
that
is a
another?
tournament there,
The,
but
okay, I'll
it's
have
not
a
in
look.
VCP. It's not in VCP. So I
Okay.
think I saw that one in the Facebook page.
Okay.
We just need to double check and add it there.
Yep, I'll get that updated. I try. It is a manual
Oh, you
process.
you actually do um, way better than I thought, man. Because to be honest, I have not been in the training for a while, and yeah, there is a lot of stuff. I just received notification in my email that the training has been updated. I was like, oh, Charlie's is bored at work, so he may be doing some stuff. So yeah, that's the teams event. The events are that are coming. Um, we are going to be updating with more. Um, so
Yep.
give me one second.
Yeah, no, I guess a sneak peek of the second half of the year, we are planning around 4 more events, a mix of potentially teams and singles. Um, these are probably just the 2 days. We also want to run some 1 day more casual events as well. So securing the venue, getting the dates in, and then we'll be posting those on our page as well.
Yes, our May event is to consolidate the venue, make sure that people like it, and we can, we also like them, and they we can work with them in a good way, and if everything goes smoothly, uh, we will be doing more events over there. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah, let us know if like there's any particular sort of format you like to play in, whether it's singles or more teams events. It's got hard on teams events, um, and we can look at making that happen. John T asking about using differential scoring for singles events. That is something we can do as well. Yep, absolutely.
Charlie, your image is going crazy. I don't know why.
Fishy wants to play a doubles with 24 Wraith allowed. That's fine. We'll just ban Fishy. Everyone else can do
Yes,
it.
sounds about right. Yeah, we can do the use the differentials. That's what they do in what's the name? The guys from Rotorua, Rotorua Wargaming. They used to run the singles event with WTC scoring.
Yep.
Charlie's facing
Apparently
out. Yeah.
facing out. I think maybe it's my internet playing up a bit.
No, you're all good now. I think that was
Okay.
a couple of seconds ago. Um, Tate is asking for a major this year, and he also mentioned in a couple of comments before about a Masters. We talked about Masters last year with Charlie, um, but we feel like if there is a Master, or if somebody runs a Master, it needs to be in cooperation and work together with other event organizers, because you need to find a way, I guess, that the scores, or a way to filter and do that to work, I guess.
I also feel like in the last 12 months, there's probably been a big focus on teams events as opposed to singles
Yes.
events. A lot of the times, the singles events, we treat them as practice to test lists. Um, for our teams events. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky. There's definitely less focus on singles events at the moment, but we can have a chat with some of the other groups and see about putting together a masters again.
Yeah, that it's been uh, in our I guess ideas. Um, yeah, Ezra confirmed. Yep, my first competitive tournament. I have played a doubles with Kia before. You mean that you carry Kier in a doubles? But yes, you're right, Ezra. Sorry, Kier, if you're listening. Sorry, but yeah.
I played Kier as well at OTT actually, straight
Oh, you
after
play.
playing Israel, like round one, day two, so round four. Yeah, Tau do not really stand up to the Decalists.
So you shoot more than a towel.
Yeah, very much so.
Interesting. That tells you a lot about the detachment. Um,
That was a fun thing.
uh, I can, I can see that happen. Um, well, I think that's it, Charlie. We have been talking a lot today. Um, we really appreciate all of you guys that have been with us during the uh, transmission tonight. We will try to do this more
Dude,
more often.
transmission. What is this, like 1970s radio?
Oh, sorry. I'm just come on, man. You know that I use words that are in my head in Spanish,
May-
and I directly translate to English. So,
maybe don't learn Italian.
ok, lo que pasa es que vamos a hacer hoy día una transmisión en español. Y ahora yo puedo hablar más tranquilo, mucho más relajado y más distendido. Pueden entender que el inglés vale mierda. But that's
See,
pretty much what I can do. Sí,
see,
papi.
puppy.
Thank you.
Gracias.
I think what we can do, Charlie, one day I will bring Juan Guirado. Sorry, David. I already told him that you call him Juan Guirado. He said, "What a bastard!" And I'm going to bring um, not only David but also Victor. And yourself, of course, and we are going to do a Tactical Chili Spanish version.
I'll just wear my
So
Mexico t-shirt and sit there and shut up.
and drink tequila, shot of tequila. I think that is very Mexican.
Okay.
But yeah, subtitles. No, Jonty. Learn to speak another language, bro. Like it's not that difficult. You know, I don't speak any of the languages that I know correctly because my Spanish is not acceptable anywhere outside of Chile. Uh, my English is shit. It's not acceptable here. My Portuguese is shit, and my Italian is even worse. So just learn something and you know do what I'm doing. Talk shit with Charlie.
You're giving me a headache.
Probably people that have stayed with me for 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's also in the same space that you with a headache.
All right.
Um,
Let's wrap up. Good chat.
yeah, let's wrap up. Thank you very much to everybody. I know that most of you guys that are watching us are already subscribed to our YouTube channel. We thank you for that. If not, please subscribe to the YouTube and follow us in Facebook also. I actually have a banner for this.
You
Uh,
do.
is this one?
Yeah. Um,
Something more. That one.
there we go.
Perfect.
If there any other content you'd like us to cover, anything we might have missed, let us know in comments or reach out. You'll know us. Yeah, if you want us to do different types of videos, happy to do that as well. We're really
Yes.
exploring what we want to do with the channel this year, and see how we can grow as well.
Yes,
So-
we also are thinking to do some what's the name, a live stream of games, but to test out and to have some comments and see how that goes, because we want to explore that as being actually something that people have been asking to do. So yeah, let's see how that goes. But yes, let us know. Leave it in the comments. Post it. Send us a DM. However you feel. I wanted to add something. If you are here, and now that I'm seeing John T and the society, the 40K society, that he has been moving that initiative. There is a bunch of people that are already signed for the society and be part of the society, and now they are looking to do their first um, what's the name, assembly,
AGM.
AGM. Thank you.
Yeah.
The first AGM, and in that AGM they will vote for the executive team, so as the all the people that will be working. So if you're interested on that, and you don't know John T, or you want to somehow connect, or let us know, or contact directly John T. Uh, uh, so yeah, that is something that is happening, and is something that, if you are interested on the competitive, uh, will be probably benefiting all of us. So yeah, just needed to remember to give a shout to
Yeah.
that, Charlie.
Awesome.
Cool. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you all next week. And what do we say, Charlie, though?
Good night
Stay
and
spicy.
goodbye.
Good night. Goodbye. Good night, everybody. Give me a second. See, I changed something here. Oh, there is. See ya. Good night. Bye.